Hi, K-Kids. It's me, Mrs. Rosno. Welcome back for another chapter of our new book, Junie B. Jones is a Graduation Girl by Barbara Park. Today we are going to read chapter 2 together called Rhymes. I sat at my table, very nice. Mrs. passed out colored paper for our invitations. Also, she passed out curly ribbon and lace and paste and bottles of sparkly glitter. Just as a reminder, she said, we do not paste glitter in our eyebrows, and we do not put lace up our noses, and above all, we do not glue curly ribbon to our heads and pretend that it is long hair. She looked and looked at me. I squirmed in my chair a little bit, 'cause that woman has a memory like a hawk, I tell you. Finally, Mrs. went to the board and she picked up her chalk. On the inside of our cards, we're going to write a poem about graduation. Does anyone have any ideas for the first line? My friend named Grace waved her hand all around in the air. Roses are red. Roses are red, she called out. Yes, hollered room 9. Roses are red. Mrs. smiled. Then she wrote that on the board for us. Okay, now what about a second line? She asked. So room 9 hollered out again, violets are blue. Violets are blue. Mrs. wrote that line down too. Very good, class, she said. Now, who can think of the third line? Maybe we should try to mention something that has to do with graduation. Does anyone have any ideas? A shy boy named William raised his hand and then stood up next to his table. What if we say graduation is here? He said, kind of nervous. Mrs. grinned real big. Excellent job, William, just excellent. She printed that on the board too. Okay, there's just one more line to go, she said. Let's try to make the last word rhyme with the word blue, okay? So, she read the first 3 lines out loud to us. Roses are red, violets are blue, graduation is here. Room 9 thought and thought. Then all of a sudden, rhymes started coming from all over the place. My dress will be new, said Lucille. Hey, my dad's name is Lou, called Jamal Hall. We made it! Woohoo! said Lenny. Well, just then, Polly Allen Puffer springed right out of his chair and he started laughing his head off. The zoo is PU, he shouted his loudest. And then all of room 9 laughed our heads off too, 'cause PU is the silliest rhyme we ever even heard of. Mrs. clapped her mad hands together. Boys and girls, that's enough, she grouched. She hurried to Polly Allen Puffer's table and she put him back in his seat. I do not appreciate that kind of behavior, young man, she said. We're trying to write a nice class poem here, Polly Allen, and your rhyme was very inappropriate. After that, I tried to stop giggling, but that silly poem kept on staying inside my head. And then, out of nowhere, another funny poem popped right into my brain, and I couldn't even hold it inside me. I quick jumped up on my chair and shouted, Roses are red, violets are blue, graduation is here, and your feet smell like stink. After that, room 9 could not even control themselves again, 'cause that poem was the funniest thing they ever even heard of. My teacher's eyes got big and wide at me. Junie B. Jones, didn't you hear a word I just said? She said, very annoyed. Then Mrs. hurried to my table, and she took me out into the hall, and she pointed me straight to the office. And that is the end of chapter 2, K-Kids. Junie B is going to see Principal. We've read so many books together, and she has not been in Principal's office. Oh, so sad for her. Okay, chapter 3 is called A Good Chuckle. A good chuckle means laughter. Well, guess what? Even though she's going to principal's office, maybe something great will come out of this chapter. I don't know. We'll have to see. Junie B. Jones is a Graduation Girl by Barbara Park. That's our book. I'll see you again for chapter 3. Stay home, safe and well. I miss you. I love you. And I'll see you later, alligators. Bye-bye.